This video is for the absolute beginners. You've been playing piano for a few weeks and months and you just want some really simple exercises to begin to work on your finger control and speed. In this video, we're going to do some simple exercises in 3 phases. We're going to do 5-note scales, full scales, and then ending with arpeggios. Before we jump into the exercises, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel to stay in touch with these free piano lessons and tutorials. Phase 1, we're going to start with 5-note scales. Very simply, you're just going to put your thumb on the C and play up like this. And then come down when you reach the G. Just a little tip when you're doing this, make sure each finger is independent when you're playing each note. So, for example, if you're playing your pinky and your thumb is coming up, this is not really good. It means that your pinky isn't really independent. So try your best to keep everything really low and level. Once that starts to get comfortable, you can quicken it up a little bit. Let's move on to left hand. This time you're going to put your pinky on the lower C. Once that's comfortable, you can start to speed it up. Try to remember the tip I gave you before, to keep everything low so that it's controlled and each finger is independent. What you don't want to play is something like this, where every time you go to one end of the hand, the other part of the hand is coming up. Let's now do hands together. And once that's comfortable, you can start to make it a little faster. Before we finish up on the 5-note scales, I want to give you a couple of challenges. Before we've been doing this. Now, instead of doing 1-to-1, let's now do 2-to-1. Sounds like this. That means for every 2 right-hand notes, left hand is going to do 1 note. Of course, once that gets comfortable, start to make it a little faster. Okay, and the next challenge is to flip that around for your left hand to be faster than your right hand. Just remember to always first practice slow to understand the movements before you practice it faster. If you want more hand coordination challenges like the one I just showed you, click on this video here where you can get 10 levels of coordination challenges. All right, moving on to phase 2, which is the full scale, okay? You're gonna need to put your right hand thumb again on the C, and this time we're gonna play this. Okay, now obviously there are 8 notes and us having only 5 fingers, we need to reuse some of our fingers, right? Okay, so you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and over here you're gonna do a quick thumb tuck, okay? Where you do something like this, okay? Where the thumb just kind of goes underneath. So. And once that's comfortable, start to speed it up. You might find a thumb tuck is not very comfortable at first, but with some practice, you will definitely get better at it. Let's move on now to the left hand. The left hand fingerings are a little bit different because it's a mirror image to your right hand, so it has implications for fingerings. You're gonna start with your pinky over here. Finish using your fingers before you use turnover to do sort of a reverse thumb tuck to do number 3. One more time, it sounds like this. Once it starts to get comfortable, you can do a little bit faster. Okay, hope you're doing well. We're gonna move on now to hands together contrary, and that means both your thumbs are gonna start on the C, and they're gonna travel outwards like this, and come back. Thumb tuck. Thumb tuck. Start to get faster when it starts to get comfortable. Very fun one, this one. Once that's good, let's move on now to hands together, similar motion. It looks like this. This one is harder than it actually looks because the thumb tucks are happening at different points in your hands. So you have to really coordinate your hands properly for this one. So look at this again. Right hand thumb tucks here, but left hand only changes over here. Left hand change back first. So one more time. Okay, and get, of course, faster when it's good. For the absolute beginners, this particular one will probably take a bit more practice, but it will definitely be worth your while. Moving on now to phase 3, which is arpeggios. We're going to use your right hand first to place the thumb on the C. And this time we're going to be skipping some notes. We're going to go E, G with 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a massive thumb tuck for the thumb to go to the next C. Same thing again, E, G, and pinky on the C before we come back down the same way we did. Okay, so one more time. Thumb tuck. Let's do a little bit faster now. Now the tricky thing about this one is this transition from the G to the C. So if I were you, I would be really practicing that transition like this. Just to really get that transition properly. Okay, right hand done. Let's move on now to our left hand. For left hand, I recommend the fingers 5, 3, 2, 1. And then turn to do 3, 2, 1 again. So again, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. A little bit faster now. Awesome, you're doing great. Let's move on now to hands together. If you're interested to learn more about arpeggios, make sure you click on this video where I teach what arpeggios are and gave you some exercises in it. Okay, that's all for today's video. How did you go with these simple exercises? Let me know in the comments. Hope you have some fun practicing these mini exercises, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial.